Alright, hi everyone, so today we're unboxing another airplane. Today we've got the British Airways E170 plane from Gemini200. I've got a bunch of Gemini200 planes, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what's inside of this today, so let's open it up. So I got this in the post yesterday, but I wanted to have time to film the unboxing. But there we go, we've got the nice shiny black and gold box. And there's the back. Okay, so it's a really nice box, so it's not like a packaging box. You just unclip the front like that and then open it up, and then you've got some soft foam packaging. Just in there, these three metal bars make the stand, but we'll open that up and see it on camera later. And there we are. So, oh ho ho, look what we have here. This looks very nice. So, let's take the film off and get it out. Wow, it's really nice. Yeah, that's wonderful. Okay, so it's not a very big plane, so this won't take long, but as usual we can see the fuselage from the side there. We've got the lovely British Airways logo there, and at the very front, just underneath the cockpit window, you can see a bit of a marking. I think it says operated by BA City Flyer. Might not be big enough to appear on camera, but I can just about read that it says that. That's really nice. I think there's a bit of dust on there. I don't know if that's from my gloves or what, but there we are. But yeah, it's not a very big plane, so we've only just got one cabin section with the door at the front and back. At the back we've got the registration, GLCYG, and then we've got a very small Embraer 170 text just above my thumb there. This plane appears wet. That might have been the condensation, it might have been a bit cold in the box, and now there's water condensing all over it. And then there's the back of the plane there. Got the APU exhaust. And then the other side, which is very similar to the side we just looked at, except there's an emergency cutout window there. And then we've got the lovely British Airways logo there again, and the ribbon just above the front door. I think one nice feature about this is that the light at the top, they've sort of implanted a gemstone which gives it a very reflective appearance, almost as if it's a real light, so it's not just a painted on red dot, it's actually a reflective stone they've put in there, which is really, really nice to see. So that's just there. Now, they've also done the same on the bottom as well. I'm impressed with all the detail on the bottom of the fuselage here. So, you know, all these markings, we've obviously got the door hatches there, but all these extra markings as well for different parts of the airplane. And then we've got the cargo door there, we've got the nose wheel bay there that opens up when they retract and deploy the landing gear. We've got the rear cargo door there as well. Obviously we've got the Gemini Jets logo as well, and then we've got all this 3D imprinting as well. So we've got the antennas there, another gemstone there, and then antenna there. And we also have this 3D line which seems to run across there. I don't actually know what that's for, but it's a nice detail they've included on there, just there. And then on the bottom of the wing we've got the registration there again, which is really nice to see. And if we look at it from the front, I think the focus is working now. Yeah, you can see the two-letter short registration there, YG, and we've got the cockpit windows with really nice windscreen wipers on the cockpit windows as well. Very, very fine detail printed on there. And then we've even got the cone outline for the very front of the plane, the nose. They've painted on the line markings there to mark out the cone shape in a way. But yeah, that's really nice. And then, before I forget, we've also got marking just on the nose landing gear door bay. I think it's a focus. Focus might be messing up, but there we go, that's a lot better. But we can see CYG on the very front there. And yeah, so it's not very big, but it is really nice. This is my first Embraer British Airways model as well, so I've got their Airbus, I've got their Boeing planes. But yeah, first one of Embraer, so that's really nice. And then I'll get the stand out now. So the stand is really simple, it just gives you 3 metal spokes like this, and all you have to do, they give you a little triangle piece here where you slot the other 2 metal parts in. So one goes in like that. Sometimes it can take a bit of effort to push them in all the way, but as long as it's in enough so it's not going to just collapse on its own weight. And oh, it's on the table, I thought they missed one out. Yeah, so that should be in far enough. It can go in a lot more, but it's really difficult to push it in and I don't want to break it, so that will do. And then we simply just have to, you have to find this metal hole that they've got on the fuselage at the bottom there and just simply fit this in gently like. Well, it might be a bit more than gently, it's not going in quite that easily. Right, I think that's in. It's actually a bit wobbly there, so that's not... Oh, there we go, it's just fitted in really nicely. Although it's a bit wobbly, which is interesting. That definitely has gone in quite a few millimeters though, so let's see what it's like when it's... Okay. Well, I don't see that's going to fall over, so that's fine. It's just a bit wobbly from the stand to the plane, but there we are. Okay, but that's a really nice airplane. Really impressed with Gemini200 once again. Fabulous detail. I think definitely worth the money. I brought this one for £74 online, and I'd say it's definitely worth the money if you're an avid plane collector like me. Maybe not if you're not interested into planes, but there we are. But yeah, I'll just compare this to another Embraer model I have. So the model I've just brought along here is the Japan Airlines Embraer 190, and because it's the 190 not the 170, it's actually a bit longer in terms of the fuselage, so if I hold it right next to each other you can see it's much longer, but they are the same type of plane effectively, so the shape of the wings are very much the same, the shape of the fuselage are the same, but just to compare, the Japan Airlines is made by Hogan Wings, and I think it's resin or plastic they make it out of, so it's not die-cast metal, which means there's far less detail on the plane itself. So as you can see, there's far less markings on the fuselage, less marking on the wings. If we look at the bottom, there's barely any markings on there, in contrast to the British Airways one we looked at, where there was loads of different markings all over the plane. But, you know, it's still a good model, but this goes to show how different model makes, you pay different prices for both of them, and you know, you get your money's worth if you pay more. You get far more detail on the die-cast ones. But there we are. But yeah, overall, very impressed. I think the turbine should spin in the engine, but I don't know if I've got anything small enough to poke it around. Let's have a look. Okay, so I've got a little pokey thing here, and oh, this is going to be really hard to capture, but I'll try my best. So you should be able to see into the engine just about. I apologise if not, but if I poke that in, oh okay, so, right, my mistake. I think, yeah, no, the engine doesn't spin around on this model. Yeah, I can see the turbine blades, but they're not seeming to be moving whatsoever in here, which is a little disappointing, but I can understand because the E170 is a very small model, so it might have been a bit too small scale for them to actually have a working engine turbine fan. On the bigger models, if you poke the engines around, the turbines do spin around, but maybe this one's a bit too small for them to have done that, so well, never mind. But at least you guys know if you buy this plane, the turbines won't turn around, but it's still a really nice model. Besides that, that's just a small extra feature they do. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say on this model, so once again, thank you for watching, and feel free to check out my other plane review videos that I've done on this channel as well, and have a good day.